Hello ladies and gents, Romie Reacts here. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood season whatever episode 2. Now I'm so happy that this franchise got the kickstart that it needed. Do I believe half of this stuff? No. Do I care? No, because I am entertained. We start things off with... Actually, we're not going to do this in order. We're going to do this based off of what entertained me the most. So Princess Love and Ray J. Princess Love and Ray J, they decided to come together because obviously they're having a baby with each other. There's going to be the gender reveal because that's the big thing nowadays, doing a gender reveal. Their gender reveal is going to be out in the open. They're going to invite certain people. I'm not going to tell you everything that happened at the gender reveal. What matters most is that Brandy, the Norwood family, I should say, wanted a public apology from Princess Love because Princess Love aired out their dirt in public. My whole thing is, I agree with Princess because Princess was there and she did the gender reveal. They're having a girl. We, of course, know that. The important thing about this whole thing is the fact that Princess is trying to keep it real. She's trying to keep it real, and we know the Norwoods are very private and secretive, and that's a huge problem for Princess Love because when Princess was there and Ray J was trying to get her to do this public apology, she essentially was like, no. So then they wanted to talk to her afterwards. Miss Sonia felt that, hey, you went and you did some slanderous stuff to my son in public, and yet you don't want to go and own up to it in public. Princess Love feels like your son has been doing too much dumb stuff for the longest. So now that I went and voiced my opinion again, or voiced my frustrations, you want to come after me? That is not fair. That is not right. What did I do to deserve all of that? And Princess, I feel her. Sonia, Miss Sonia, because that's someone's mother. We should always respect. Miss Sonia felt like, okay, this conversation, it's going nowhere. I don't want to stress you out. Apparently, we learned that she's had a miscarriage herself. So she understands how stress can really harm her, harm the baby. So I said, okay, great. Out of respect, you don't want to have this argument now. But you're basically saying you don't want to talk about this at all. Princess is saying she doesn't want to talk about it at all. You're on the same accord regarding that. So we're good there. Now, it was a little sly comment because Miss Sonia said, oh, well, she wasn't raised a certain way, so I wouldn't expect, anything less or expect something that she can't give, essentially, which was a very big slap in the face. And Princess just wanted to say, so if you're going to go and partially say something, say the full thing. But of course, Miss Sonia left. Now it's Brandy's turn. Brandy feels like, we just need to be love. I'm just here to support you. I'm just here to show love. And Princess wasn't having that because from Princess's point of view, the family has been very vocal about disapproving how Princess handles certain things. And then apparently Brandy in particular going and sending her text messages in private and cursing her out 10 ways to Sunday, and Princess is over it because Princess feels like if you can do that to me in private, then you can at least partially own up to it in public. So that's why I'm not apologizing. That's why I'm not doing this. That's why I'm not doing that. And if you can't understand that, then there's nothing else to be said. And so Brandy was just saying, it's all love. Give me a hug. Princess was not reciprocating that hug. That was very much a, all right, you're here. I'm not going to act a plumb fool in public, but just know how I really feel type of hug. And another part of the episode, so that's pretty much their storyline right now. All stuff that we already know. K. Michelle talks to Bridget Kelly. And Bridget feels like Kay should talk to Paris because they were real friends. They were close. Their friendship is deeper. Bridget has no problems replacing Lyrica on the thing. It's like, that's great. That's perfect. But you really need to talk to Paris. Paris wants to talk to Kay. Kay called Paris. Paris called Kay, so Kay said, okay, I'll meet with her. Now, this is exactly what we felt needed to happen. K. Michelle just needed to talk to Paris, and K. Michelle felt very hurt that Paris wasn't taking it seriously enough. It wasn't just that you stole from me, you didn't own up to the fact that, hey, you shouldn't have done it, or that you can acknowledge that, okay, you felt upset about it. I'm sorry that it hurt you. What you were doing instead was undermining it by saying, oh, but it was only it was only $50. K. Michelle was telling to, I believe, Bridget Kelly that no, it was more than $50. It was also, she used my card at a store somewhere, and then I went to go and try to use it, and my card declined, or it said insufficient funds. And so it's like, hey, what are you doing over here? This is my money. And I said, oh, but it's interesting. Even though Kay told that story to Bridget, she didn't bring it back up to Paris, because I guess she just felt like it's a moot point at this point. And I do love the girl. I do want her back in my life, because it's been 4 years. And I do understand where Paris is coming from, because Paris feels like, because of what you said, as an assistant in this industry, I could not get another job, or at least I couldn't get, a good one, the one that I should have gotten from being an assistant to someone like you. And I said, I get that as well, because why would people want to work with a woman who stole from her boss? So I completely understood that. I completely got to that, and they just, they both kind of laughed things off, because I think they both realized that, okay, Michelle kind of acknowledged, okay, you didn't just steal from me and leave me out there left to dry, but you did things that I didn't appreciate, and you didn't own up to it. I pretty much had to twist your arm, and that's not fair. And so both sides were heard, and that's that regarding that. Now, next we have, who do we have next? Next, we have, I guess we can do A1 and Lyrica, because they were the only ones that had really a big storyline. Oh, no. Brooke, Lord Jesus. So Brooke Valentine, she's still with Marcus, and apparently Marcus has a ring for her, a wedding ring, left at her mom's house. Problem is, he didn't plan to give it to her yet. Brooke said she understands that someone like him, he has a lot of women going after him, and he may want to sow his wild oats. So she tells him, fair enough, just sell your wild oats somewhere else. That's why she's like, we're not doing the whole marriage thing or ring thing yet, even though she wants to do the marriage thing and ring thing yet, because she took the ring. She took the ring and is wearing the ring and parading the ring around as if, oh yeah, we're engaged. Even though she told everyone, okay, so we're not technically engaged, but sooner rather than later, it's going to happen. And everyone's looking at her like, what are you talking about? What's wrong with you? Why would you say something like that? Why would you do something like that? Are you delusional? Are you delusional? So now we're at this party, and she gets upset at him because he has this other girl. He clearly has a type, another beautiful brown girl he brings around, and he just feels like, hey, what's the problem? I'm here with this date. You told me I could go and do whatever I want. Do what I want before we finalize things. You actually said that. You told me that you don't expect us to be, just one and done. We're together. That's it at this moment in time. And this is where, this is what some women do sometimes. They say certain things to keep the man that they really like and love, even if they don't truly mean it. And that's the thing. Obviously, there's a huge difference between dating someone, which he's pretty much doing. He's pretty much dating someone, trying to cuff someone else in the meantime, trying to see what his options are, as he should. Brooke wants it to just be him. And so they're not on the same wavelength. That's going to cause even bigger problems, because now at this party, Brooke's trying to figure out who's this girl. This girl's now trying to figure out, dude, why are you going and doing all this for this woman? And he's trying to downplay it, but this is where I guess he's going to have to tell her, hey, I'm in this open relationship type of situation. Maybe he wasn't honest with the new girl, and that's why she was upset. Or maybe she didn't know who was this girl, and why are you giving so much attention and affection to her, even though we're supposed to be together? It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up, and it doesn't make any sense. Aside from that, now we have the main crux. A1 and Lyrica. Well, actually, Applewhite. Applewhite shows up. Ooh, it's kind of, Lord Jesus, my car is black, so it's kind of hot. Applewhite shows up, and she feels a certain way because she just wants to go have the sit down with Lyrica, and I said, that's how Applewhite looks so much better now. She's not doing too much with the makeup and all of that. I said, Applewhite, good. Now, she's talking to Lyrica. She has this kumbaya moment with Lyrica because she apologizes. She's like, I didn't know you were the wife. I wasn't trying to disrespect you. I was literally just doing my work. And Lyrica, now that she's calmed down, acknowledges, yeah, I understand. You were just doing your job. My issue really wasn't with you. And Applewhite says, by the way, I was thinking of working with your husband. I understand you two maybe had an agreement that he didn't work with other women in the past, or what's going on with there. And Lyrica said, it wasn't about the women themselves. It's just him putting another woman before her because she was still trying to get her project out. And I said, okay, fair enough. Before all of that happened, there was a scene where Applewhite was actually at A1's music video or promotional video, because now he has a budget. Now he's making some real money, so now he has a budget. Ray J actually showed up because Ray J even talked about how, you know, he's going through this stuff with his wife, and it's just crazy because the family wants her to do one thing, she wants to do another. She's hurt and pissed because it looks like he's back to his old ways, but he's not. And I said, okay, this is small. This too shall pass. Applewhite was there because she was talking to A1. I'm going to work with A1. A1 did bring up a good point. You're supposed to be a rapper, right? / singer. Where's your material? Because he said, do you have a 16? Do you have an 8? Do you have something? And she said, no, right now. And I said, Applewhite, the one thing I do agree with him is, what if there was someone serious around and you said you're a rapper? Because they do this to people all the time. This does happen in real life, where it's like, you're a this? Okay, sing. You're a this? Okay, dance. You're a this? Okay, act out a monologue. Do something. That does happen. So I do get that. I do respect that portion. But aside from that, A1 does talk to Lyrica, and Lyrica freaks out. Lyrica kind of has a, because A1's trying to figure out, hey, so K. Michelle, and to her credit, she doesn't lie. If she at least heard this information from someone, that's the truth. So what's going on with you? Lyrica's trying to downplay it because Lyrica feels like, if you're my husband, why are you listening to her? Why are you listening to this other woman instead of me? Because you're looking guilty. That's why he's listening to another woman, other people, instead of just you. That's the real reason. While that's going on, she actually has a tizzy and freaks out, and she goes and like hits a glass because they're at the bar. This was when she was talking to Applewhite originally. And then they tell her you have to go back in there, essentially, like we figured happened the last time. Now Lyrica's pissed. Now she's really like, who the F you listening to? I'm your wife. What's wrong with you? So y'all want me to turn up for these cameras? I'll turn up for these cameras. I'm thinking, Lyrica, no one wants you to turn for the cameras. They just want you to be honest. They just want you to be honest and be real about what's the situation. Where the text with the Safari? Because A1 asked for the phone. Lyrica gave up the phone, but then Lyrica thinks she's slick. She gave up the phone, but her text messages were clear. I said, oh my God, she already knew this was going to be an issue, so she cleared it. She cleared it, and now A1's pissed because A1 feels played. At the baby shower, Brooke also told Marcus about this information. So Marcus told A1 as well that Brooke heard this. Brooke was at the Facebook Live where Safari was there, and they exchanged text messages. They were flirting. So this is a real thing. This isn't a made up thing. So that's why A1 had the battery in his back trying to figure out, are you trying to play me? So now A1, he talked to Ray J, like I said he did, and he wants to talk to Safari because Safari's supposed to be his guy. When I tell you they bring back Safari just to go... So it's nighttime. There's a car in between them because it's Love and Hip Hop when they think people are going to fight. Safari's trying to figure out what's the problem. A1 is saying, so people are saying that you went and slept around Okay, Michelle, other people are saying that you went and slept around or were sending flirting texts to my girl. And Safari just had this whole thing of, I'm thinking, Safari, really? That's supposed to be your man's friend. You're supposed to be his friend. You're going and trying to sleep with his girl. And you just have this nonchalant, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Because I 150% believe that Safari absolutely was flirting with Lyrica. I believe that she was flirting back. I believe she was upset because everyone's throwing it in her face, including Brooke. Lyrica came turned up. She came to the birthday party, not the birthday party, the Ray J and Princess's baby gender reveal, just to go and turn up on Brooke, and said, oh, you know what, I'm tired of you fake B's and you the fakest B, and you need to just worry about trying to secure your man instead of going and spewing all this BS. And Brooke said, first off, you were flirting with Safari. Safari was flirting with you. And you know what? The way how you're acting, you probably did go and F him. You probably did go and screw him. You probably did go and do all that stuff. So I need for you to take a beat, calm down, back off, because you did what you did. That's why you're mad. And I said, bingo, Yahtzee. So then now Lyrica wants to flip more stuff. Lyrica wants to fight Brooke. Lyrica gets taken out by security. And I love the reaction to Princess Love's face, because Princess Love was just looking like, oh my God, this mess. This is the mess I wanted. I just don't want to be involved in the mess, but they're acting a fool. But we didn't pay for this. Love and Hip Hop paid for this. And most importantly, some other people are having issues. Let me go and befriend that person so I can go and get the information, because this is a ratchet, hot, sticky mess. And then Brooke said, Brooke had the nerve to say, dang, girl, you went and slept with, so you have a husband and a side dude. Girl, you lit. I said, this is so fake. I love it. I love Apple Watt. Brooke's storyline is a complete another mess. Lyrica storyline is a mess. I don't know if this is before the A1 cheating video or allegations, or after or during. We don't know. Because even Brooke is saying, you don't sleep with A1. You know you don't sleep with your husband. I'm thinking, dang, this is really bad when everyone is saying the same thing. See, this is what happens when you befriend certain people and tell them the real, or they get to see the real, and you're unable to go and do that farce that you normally do because they have the details, they have the digits. This happens all the time. This is why you can't be friends with everyone. This is why you can't let everyone into your real everyday lives. This is why you can't go and do that mess, because Safari isn't going to be the type that goes and hides something like that. I'm thinking, Safari, though, weren't you just in a similar precarious situation where Meek Mill was the one who did the same stuff that you're kind of doing to your so-called friend A1? It all comes back together. It all comes back around. What goes around comes around, I guess. So that's it. Even though people don't even feel like Brooke and A1's relationship is solid or real. So that's that. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week. Oh yeah, if there's anything that I missed, I'm not concerned, because I talked about the things that I wanted to talk about.